maybe 2, maybe 10. I worked at 4.
Righty, everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Call of Cthulhu, episode 9?
Hello.
8?
I think
One of them.
8.
Well,
Probably 8 episode.
probably
Yeah, I
some
think it's eight.
indiscriminate number.
God, it's been 2 months since we started this, just about.
Greater
I know.
than 1?
True. Yeah,
Wow.
so just a number greater than 1, less than 20.
Less than 100.
Right. So when we last left off, our heroes had just escaped the swarming ruins of the now bug-filled Hominoptera, with really nothing to show for it. Beauregard has claimed on multiple occasions to have an interesting crowbar, but the validity of that claim has been debated. So our group, they wandered through the desert for a good 3 days. We just fast forwarded over that, nothing too interesting. Eventually, we returned to the Thebes area, the Thebes side of Egypt, where our
Thebegypt, if you will.
Thebegypt, yeah, I believe that's the proper term. Feel free to correct me if anyone knows. Basically the same hotel where they stayed previously, where they basically had to walk from the burning wreck of the crocodile. So same hotel, pretty convenient. So it's everyone is in a familiar place, and people they needed some time to sort of decompress, and people were just mad relaxing, big chillaxing, hitting up the pool with big bags of ice, and they got a hotel room. Susie is still a bit on the pauper side in terms of her finances, but they'll bounce back. They always do.
Those Vanderbilts.
And life was grand. It was our heroes and some of the Americans were there.
I did a sweet trick.
You did.
You did.
You did do a sweet trick. Beauregard took it upon himself, with some assistance from our good friend Bob, to climb up onto an awning and jump off majestically into a swan dive and smash his face on a bag of ice and then started drowning. And it was at that point where, oddly, all the water began to run red. And not with wine, no. Blood.
No.
Unfortunate.
And it was quite spooky. If Willow was here, she probably would have shit herself because she's afraid of blood.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck. Oh yeah.
Hey.
At the harbor.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about that. Damn it. Shoot. That would have made for a really good part.
Well, we had a just
That's why she's incapacitated.
Yeah, she's not.
She's like nope.
Just
nope.
can't. Nope.
She's indefinitely insane. She's probably gonna have to go to an asylum.
She just has the case of the vapors.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Asylum in Egypt in 1920s would probably not be very good.
No. So you got the quest is you guys have decided that you are going to Cairo for reasons unknown. I think you guys are just trying to leave Egypt at this point.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it seems like the world's falling apart.
Yeah. So that was the plan. And then at some point, none of you really know what happened. Susie had a chance to figure out what happened, but instead she decided to walk up and down flights of stairs for several times.
To be fair, I have been
Okay.
shot at multiple times and didn't want to deal with it alone.
That as good of a point as that is, I will say that Daniels did not appear to succumb from a gun wound.
To be fair, I didn't know what it was going to be this time
Yes,
after getting
so-
punched in the face, almost choked out,
So after a great period of deliberation, the gang discovered that somehow, some way, our good friend Daniels had has shaken off his mortal coil because someone ripped the front of his skin off.
Someone stole skin.
Yeah.
Fucking
His
stole it.
eyeballs and his tongue.
I mean, really,
Gone.
really,
It's gone.
saying someone did it's just gone. No one knows why.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
He did put the lotion on his skin.
Could have been that. Maybe it was some bad lotion. But that is
Bad moisturizing.
I believe that is where we left off. It was scenario complete, so you guys leveled up and got some sanity back.
Oh, that's right. We went
Oh, yeah,
we
we
went
did
to
level
bed before. I think we went to bed.
We were going shifts to.
Yeah.
To watch the
Yeah, so
the
everyone
jars.
piled up into the same room to watch over these mysterious canopic jars that the Americans brought with them.
Oh, they were
And,
giving off an
get murdered
undead
in our
aura
city.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, the
So-
chimes of evil detection that Maeve has
Went off anytime they got close.
Chiming anytime the canopic jars were placed near it. So that's kind of
And
interesting.
they didn't believe me. The Americans didn't believe me. They're like, whatever, crazy lady.
Yeah,
Which fair.
yeah,
That's fair.
Fair.
You know, I did go a little crazy.
You're like, look
We
at
should
my
have shut all the
wind
doors and
chimes."
windows.
But that is where we will start it up. I'll just say right now, the sleeping went fine. You guys slept, and now you're awake. Huzzah!
Now we're awake. Huzzah! Okay.
Yay.
I'm gonna need
Now,
a large breakfast and a shot of whiskey next to that to regain some sense of self.
So we didn't see anything during the night.
No.
Dang.
Can I make a medicine roll in the morning? I'd like to put a pencil up my nose and fucking straighten it.
Yeah.
I thought I fixed your nose.
Yeah.
I mean,
if it-
I'm
yeah. If you'd like, you can,
doing a medicine roll.
can go ahead and do a
for
medicine
more
roll.
health back.
You didn't
Trying
like
to
my
get-
nose resetting?
Trying to get some health back. That's a 9. So out of 67, I don't.
Your nose looks
know.
better than before.
That might be-
Better than it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That might be an extreme success.
I mean, you tell me. I don't know what your stats are.
No, my stats is 67. I don't know what 1/5 of 67 is.
Okay,
Someone,
What?
some activate calculator brain.
what's 1/5 of 67?
33. No, sorry, you said a fifth, not a half.
Yeah.
Hold
It's
on.
13. Yeah, it's an extreme success.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
extreme success.
So, I don't really know what that
It's been a
what
long
that
day,
entails.
sorry.
I guess.
I think it's a
I
think it's a D4.
it's a D3 normally, but I will allow you to roll a D4 because it's an extreme success.
Right on.
Oh, how benevolent.
Super benevolent.
Hey, we're
2.
back to full health.
Nice.
Between that and from getting a hit point from resting.
Susie, where are you at?
Me, I'm at 6 out of 10.
We should probably roll medicine
Jesus.
for you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also 7 out of 12.
Everyone make
Now-
you
All I
guys
have
are
is,
making sure to regain 1 hit point per rest, right?
Yes. That 7 came from sleeping.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Including
That's
that
sleeping.
includes the 3 days spent traveling in the desert.
Oh, then I should be up to 9.
Yeah.
So,
What
alright.
about you?
9
as
out
well?
of what?
10.
10.
Okay.
All right.
So,
No, I could probably perform some kind of
Yeah, you just need
medicine on her.
just need a first aid for that for just one.
Yeah,
With
I'll
those
do
3 days, I have 10 out of 12.
Can I
I
roll
will do a
aid?
first aid for.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys can roll for triage.
So if I'm doing a first aid, I fail.
I
If I'm
also
doing a
failed.
medicine, I pass.
Well, I did only call for first aid.
Gotcha. So I failed. I failed the one helping.
Medicine
Susie.
medicine takes an hour to do
that's
anyway.
okay.
Gotcha. And I will do a quick first aid on
Well-
Maeve.
I can
Shine a
do first
light.
aid on myself.
Shine a light in her eye, kind of
Which
see
I
if she's
failed.
concussed. I got a 7 out of 67, so extreme success.
It's still
Fantastic.
gonna restore by 1.
Okay.
So 1. Okay. Hooray, I'm an 11.
Now just stick an ice pack on her face after checking the
Okay.
eyes and everything like that. It's leftover ice from the pool.
Fantastic. It's a little bloody looking.
dripping
It's like,
with
oh,
blood.
that's weird. Yeah.
Now, I think this might be the one that I hurt my face on, in fact.
Ah, great. So
Uh,
your blood specifically.
Quite possibly.
The old
Nah.
blood transfusion. Nice.
We should probably get the fuck out of here because the water is blood.
Yes.
We're gonna need to see if there is a boat that's going back to England, or at least back in the direction to take a bigger boat.
Where are the Americans
Yeah.
right now?
The Americans are in the room with you.
They're totally in the room with us. They
Oh,
were
yeah,
all
they-
in the same room. Yeah.
Yeah, we all ganged up. That's true. Now, what do you gentlemen plan for
Henderson
road ahead? I suppose.
Henderson speaks up. Well, we were going to try and take another riverboat back up to Cairo and take a steamliner back to America. You know, probably peddle some of our wares, see if anyone can, sell it to the highest bidder. However, some of the plans have changed when all of the water turned into blood and one of our compatriots was eviscerated. That has altered our
true.
perspective and our priorities a little bit. Mostly we are just fleeing.
That's
See
true.
how that might put a damper on things.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
like
the
a big
plan.
part of why we should leave. Like, not just the blood and the water fact that's weird and all, but hopefully it's not the whole ocean is blood.
Yeah, we don't know if
Yeah.
this affected the whole world yet. We only know this
The
area.
main thing is somebody we were just traveling with had their entire face and front end ripped off.
Okay,
Yeah, we should leave the country. I want to leave the country now.
I
I've had enough
agree.
adventure.
I think, just out of curiosity, I don't even know what I'm saying. I drank way too much for breakfast.
I was really interested in what you were gonna say.
Like, oh, where's he going? with
I'm
this?
just connecting things in my mind. It's all coming together. Should we? There's a lot of alarming things happening since we read that book.
Yeah.
The bugs, the blood water,
Is it the
Some kind of-
dogs?
the squeaking. I can't get it out of my head. It's just nonstop. That fella getting
Sorry.
his face tore off.
Death
What
by
was
squeak
those?
disturbing.
terrors.
What was it those fellas in the black told us? They threatened us and told us to leave. Why?
They
I
really
am
they
curious.
said that they were protecting what was inside Hamunaptra, or perhaps they were protecting the world from what was in Hamunaptra. But I don't believe they
They didn't
specified.
specify. They just
Why?
told us they would either.
They
that
did
if
not
either
really
would get out
they
or
did
they'll
not
kill
really
us.
feel the need to make more like they did not feel the need to take an ethos approach to their argument. They were more of a we will kill you.
If you don't
Yeah,
fucking
just
leave.
We have guns. They hurt. Leave.
They did not
Anchor.
try to convince you guys. They was more of an order.
Well, I might have
Shooting.
to maybe brave reading the book again to see if I can't find any information.
Could we walk into town and like find someone super old and ask them about what life in town is like, or like about this like crazy myth?
You could, yeah.
I think
Yes,
we should
what?
do that.
Why
Yeah,
don't we
we should-
travel to the bazaar and check out?
That's actually a good idea. I would like to purchase
Find
some
an
of that,
elder.
some armor like Bob's wearing currently.
Nice. I actually would like to visit the occult shop and then bring my book along with me. Bring the Necronomicon along with me to see if I can't ask said old person.
that
if they-
crazy
if
old
they know
lady?
anything. Yeah.
I'd like
I
to
got
go
the-
with Bob and them to get some supplies and probably more sturdy, I guess, armor for me.
Yes, you'll need something because
We should definitely,
you've had terrible luck with bullets.
we should definitely get Susie a full
You need,
suit
like,
of
a
plate
mask?
armor.
Fantastic.
Like the old
That
school,
would
like
be-
Juggernaut, like
That
full
would be
ironclad.
terrible. Terrible
No,
in the
you-
desert. She would fucking die of heat
I
exhaustion.
would.
She just passes out. Bob's just staring at
She wants it. How much can I buy for a full suit of plate armor? Like I
Just
want to
medieval
look
armor
like a
walking
knight.
around.
Just super. I mean, I think that would be hilarious and go for
Sorry,
it. Like,
gang, I left-
like we have access to ice packs.
Forgot my D10s. Can I use
It's
these
true.
D20s?
We can just shove a bunch of ice in your armor.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm fucking dying.
It's just super wrinkly because all the ice melts, it's sloshing and rusting everywhere.
She drowns.
Yeah, she just drowns in the armor. Bob.
But I bet it would be a
That
very cool
that
and
are just
refreshing
the-
death.
The armor just rusts clothes on top of her, and she cannot get out of it. So
Oh
Oh my
god.
gosh.
it becomes a problem.
Well,
I'm
I'm
stuck in
sold.
there
I
forever.
say we find an armor smith.
Great. Well, at the very
I
least,
was
let's go to town.
thinking, like, like a solid, like, piece of, I don't know, like, leather or something, like a vest or something to wear over.
Yeah, I understand. Some kind
Like,
of something that'll be.
yeah.
You want a leather poncho?
Sure.
You could just pull what's his face, Clint Eastwood, and just fucking wear oven.
Military garb is what I have. You can get something like that, maybe.
Yeah, I would like to go and find that, please. Maybe give me some protection.
You're gonna go to the fucking like military surplus store in Thebes.
Yeah,
You can, you know,
they
you can
sell
find,
stuff.
You can find several small children and then just fashion them
Put them
about
on your
body.
skin.
Just like tied around her.
It's like that's what the
I
leg
don't know if
swing
they have,
does.
Yes, we have
So,
these
like-
here. These are called meat shields.
Let's see how much armor is another human being?
I
Not
hope
you
there's a
being
stat for it.
child.
Honestly,
you're
in
missing the
Cthulhu-
child part.
There's- In
They're more
Cthulhu, there probably
compact.
is a stat for it.
Well, it's not on
Yeah.
my keeper's screen.
Damn.
Oh,
Alright.
that's unfortunate. Wouldn't have thought of a meat shield.
Well, I assume a human is less dense than a sandbag, so I think that's the closest.
Depends on where you hit them.
Yeah, that's a good question. No,
Anyway,
you're definitely right.
let's
Yeah.
go to the market.
Yes, the bazaar.
The bazaar.
Is
I-
Pickles
I'm-
coming?
I'm looking for some bazaar at the bazaar.
Okay, someone make a luck check.
Ooh,
I'll do it.
no, not
Adam
me. I'm
cannot.
terrible.
Is all the
I'm the
water
worst luck.
and booze still blood?
30.
Booze is fine.
74.
Oh, thank God.
I passed.
All
I was
right,
worried for a
30. Yeah, for the most part, there's not that many people in the bazaar because all the water is blood, and some
that's a
people
good point.
are staying indoors. But a lot of the shops are still open. So
Oh, yeah,
basically,
they gotta make
you
money.
kind of have
They're like, ah.
you kind of have a free reign of the bazaar, but you are literally the only people out and about. Everyone else is locked up indoors, trying to wait out blood time.
Whatever that is.
Storm?
Bloodstorm? Yeah. Okay, great. Do I remember where to find Crazy Lady?
Yeah,
Or
has-
cult-
yeah,
or
well,
the
no,
local
it
cult
has
shop?
been a little bit actually. You guys did spend like a fucking half a month in a desert. Make an education check for me, Maeve, just see if you can recall it.
Sure.
I'd like to go with wherever Maeve was going. I'd like to go as well because I want to ask her about this bullshit.
Ugh, no.
Oof.
I'm like, I don't fucking know where I am. Ugh.
Lisa,
Nah.
I don't know how to leave the hotel.
I mean, I guess you'd probably find her anyway. It'll
just
just
takes
take you a
longer.
while.
Yeah.
Alright, it just takes longer. So I'm kind of wandering around like, maybe it's this way.
You're browsing.
No. It's
Yeah.
over here.
Can I find somewhere that offers leather?
Yeah, yeah.
In the meantime, while she's wandering around, I'd like to, if I can, join back with them before they go there. But if she's just like walking around, I'm like,
I'm just walking around.
I think there's probably a leather worker somewhere nearby.
Yeah, you can.
Do you want me to make an intelligence check to try and find one?
Nah, you can probably find it. You know, you usually smell a leather before you see it.
Okay.
Can you smell it with all the blood, though?
Mm,
here.
you know what? Make
That's a good point.
make a smell check.
Smell check?
Yeah, why don't you? It wouldn't be education because you wouldn't know it, but
Right.
not really a navigation. I don't know. Just make a luck check. That's just the general thing to roll because like I can't.
Luck.
Yeah, luck.
Oh no.
25 out of 42 success.
Oh nice.
You find a reasonably stocked leather worker.
Nice.
It's a squeaking. It helps his luck.
That's what it is. You could
It's-
hear the squeaking.
That's actually the leather worker. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working on this new thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you there's a leather worker. The clerk who's managing his little stall, his tent. He's like, come in. How can I get out of this dreadful, whatever this is? How can I help you?
Blood.
I'm happy to hear you speak English, good sir.
Yeah.
I
I could tell just by looking at you that you'd might.
I'm a man of the world, but unfortunately I do not speak Egyptian. I am curious to know what you would have for means of wide belts, say about yay high, and I show them on my torso. Perhaps like a shoulder. I'd like to cover up a little bit, so I had to run in with some fellas carrying swords. I think it might be a little more protective if I had something to carry and wear, but...
So you just want to adorn yourself with... You're going to look like a Kingdom Hearts character?
Strips of leather.
Yeah.
Just belts everywhere?
I mean...
What about a leather vest?
If he had armor... I mean,
fucking belts going all over your body.
if you have armor handy, then I'll take that.
It's like,
But I was trying to makeshift piece things together, just expediency to keep keep your hands free and.
I have a great many belts, but perhaps I could interest you in this heavy leather jacket.
I would. That sounds right up my alley.
Do they have one that's small?
Does it breathe well? I'm gonna try it on.
It's leather.
No, it does not.
No.
This is
No.
perfect.
As well as any other large, heavy, thick leather coat would.
Oh my god.
I will
do they have a
take it.
small leather coat?
Yeah, they probably would have, all sizes. I mean, if they the
Sweet.
fact that they can fit an American is usually impressive.
Right.
Well,
So I look just like my character that I first posted in the character info.
Oh my
does
god.
it provide any sort of armor bonus?
Yes, the
Yeah.
heavy leather jacket provides a single point of armor.
Hey.
Nice.
Where does that go?
It basically just
You just-
write
you
it down
just-
somewhere.
in your
There's no
brain.
space for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Brain.
Write down on your items.
Okay.
So yeah, +1 armor. If you
Cool.
take damage, it's reduced by 1. Because it's damage resistance, not damage threshold.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, 1 would be fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's so easy to overcome.
Yeah.
Get stung by a bee.
It's like, wow, you pierced through my
jacket.
immense hide.
My jacket!
He outfits Bo and Susie with some nice leather jackets. Probably fucking, I don't know, gator or camel, some thick, hardy animal leather.
Gator.
I mean, it wouldn't be cow.
What
Would it?
They
No.
could have had cows at that point.
Like, it'd probably
No,
be
yeah, I
goat
mean,
though. Like, I think that's
got-
like
Need to
their
go.
livestock.
Probably camel would be like.
Probably.
Yeah,
That's
because
Some sort of
Indians-
a gator
I
would
think
be
there's-
badass though.
Are there cows in Egypt?
I mean, at this
Yeah.
time, it's up
Oxen?
in the air.
Oxen.
There
What
might
about
be. Well, you know what? For the sake of the game, it's fucking human. You all right? It's like
It's bird.
it feels like a second skin.
Oh, Lord.
No, it's,
I feel like I've-
miscellaneous large mammal leather, and it's thick, and it gives you a point of armor.
Well, we
I feel
found the
like I've
person
seen
who
this-
skinned
this
Daniel.
face before.
Fucking fucker.
Yeah, you
Just
look on the
Daniel's
back. It's his face. Like, this is fresh. I just made this. No,
Oh my
it's
god,
not
you
that.
did it. You fucking found him. I didn't even. Amazing. Okay.
My fucking camera
Well, thank
keeps,
you, sir.
keeps white correcting. Hold on, let me just.
No, they do. They do make leather out of cows there. Cow, sheep, goat, gazelle. Region from that region.
Great.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
fun fact.
I made a credit rating check if you wanted that.
Yeah, I do want that because you need to buy it.
Yeah, 22 out of 40, so success.
You buy it, yeah.
Nice.
Susie?
Nice. No, thank you,
Huh?
good sir.
Roll that credit, son.
Wonderful work you have here.
Yeah,
and I-
Susie,
and
you
I-
need to make a credit rating check too for your jacket.
Roll those beautiful beans.
Oh, 15.
Oh,
Out of 60.
yeah. You super afford it.
I probably should have called for that at disadvantage, but who cares? It's a jacket.
Yeah. She has
Thank
change
you.
kicking around.
Not like you're buying a
Thank you.
fucking rocket launcher. How much for
Is
this
that
here
an option?
bazooka?
Wait.
That's
Is
my
that an
next
option?
stop.
No.
I
Not an option
mean,
yet.
it's not an option.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Did you
didn't
put
have
did
it
you
like
put
that.
points into heavy weapons, Tom? Tom Bob?
I didn't, but
Well,
don't worry about it.
as long as you get close.
It's right.
Doesn't matter if you're point blank.
It's right.
Now, I'm gonna try and see Maeve wandering around the square still, and then tag along with them.
Well, it's not too hard. Like I said, you guys are literally the only people here.
Yeah. It's just like,
They-
so you're kind of
they
like
have-
scratching her
Oh,
chin
there
and
she
like
is.
looking around.
Like, huh.
Maeve, we have not left the shop. You were looking around and just walking the shop. She's right there.
Yeah,
You can see her.
Oh, great. Oh, there it is. Yeah, all right, great.
She's waving and saying, "Come here." It's very obvious.
She's not.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, fantastic.
But
All right.
for the sake of it, Maeve, you do as you are wandering the bazaar, you do hear the familiar like wooden and bone chime sounds, and you smell the strange incense smell that you first detected when you found the little tent
Fantastic.
first time.
I have to duck to get inside. I remember this place now.
Oh, I really have to duck then. I'm
Yeah.
fucking crawling.
But I didn't actually have to I just had to kind of duck, which is weird for me being at 4'11.
It's like the
Feel
fucking
like-
limbo for me.
All right.
It's like
so,
I just crane my neck is what that's really what I do.
so Maeve and Bob enter the shop. Bo, you see
I
them.
believe
You see them do
Bo-
so. You may join them if you wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna
After-
catch up.
Yeah, because I just needed my leather jacket.
So, the old lady who is the sort of keeper of this little occult shop, she says, "Ah, it isn't Maeve Murphy again, I believe. Welcome. Well, and oh my goodness, who are you, Largeman?
Hello, my name is Bob.
Oh,
What's your name?
Hello, Bob. I am Madame Gabrielle. Okay. And then Beauregard and Susie. Oh yes, why don't you all come in? Sure, please. Just come on in. Don't break anything. It's getting a little crowded in here. Yes. How may I help you?
I was wondering if you might be able to help us a little bit with identifying as well as maybe just in general helping us with something that seems to be a little bit your speed, a little occulty. Thanks for the wind chimes, by the way. They're really good at warning things, though not necessarily at keeping things away. Anyway, I have this book.
They're chimes of warning, not chimes of warding.
I bring out the book.
So you have the book out.
Yeah, I brought the book with me specifically. Yeah, so I bring out the book.
She does not like the book. She says, "What is that? Where did you get that?"
I was hoping you would tell me. There was this really interesting moment where apparently I spoke in tongues and a hell of a lot of bugs.
Yeah,
Hell of
she
a lot of
basically
bugs came
screamed
out
the
of
whole
the
time.
fan.
Yeah.
It was quite
screaming.
unsettling.
And then
Are the
we just had there was a murder at the hotel where someone's skin is now missing. So we're a
Yes,
little
also
concerned.
in all of the water here is blood. They don't know if
And
it's
the
salty.
water is blood. Yeah, right, yeah.
Are the
Scared,
Americans
you know,
with us
carried a creepy
currently?
cough.
Probably not.
They're not
No,
with us.
they wouldn't be with
No,
you guys.
we went without them. Yeah.
For the sake of things, I'm going to say they're looking to procure passage up the Nile, by
Okay.
boat or vehicle or some way.
Yeah.
So Madame Gabriella, which is her name now, she does. This is very concerning, but please tell me, where did you get this ancient tome? I
Well,
pray
if you
that it
don't
is
tell
not. I
anybody-
pray that it is not what I think it is.
If you don't tell anybody, we got it from Hominoptera.
It is as I feared. I do not speak its name. As the Book of Great Evil, you would do well to leave this
Nah.
place at once.
It was accompanied by 3 jaws.
Yeah, 3 canopic jars.
Yeah, that's what they're
Oh.
called.
One of the people that took said jars is the man that is currently missing his skin. He's also not alive, so it's not like he's missing
Yes,
it.
He's
he's
not suffering.
definitely
He's-
dead. He's not walking
He
around
suffered,
without
but then
skin.
he's not suffering anymore.
Not anymore.
I do not.
I-
I do
we
not
could-
know
we
anything
could speak
about
up
that.
for
I do not
him.
know anything about that. Please leave my shop. Do not bring this evil in here. And it's, by the way, it is fucking chiming.
Chiming in
Going
there?
crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh, the book does it. Interesting.
Oh, does it?
So
do you-
should we leave the city, the state, country? What do you suggest?
Who are the... Do you know who... Man with this, and I try to scribble down Ardeth Pay's face tattoo.
Okay, make a arts and crafts check.
could awful fail. I just draw like a fucking dick.
It's like, damn, where's
Nah,
the
it looked a little bit like this, and it,
Jeez.
Can you describe it to her
Yeah,
while
she
you're
she,
like,
just, she
drawing
says,
it?
I do not know what to make of this. What is it that you are trying to convey?
shit. There was a line and like a triangle. They wear black hoods. Oh, I'm gonna pull the sword out. He carried one of these.
Oh, I can't see anything.
That didn't work.
No, that did not work. What did you just?
Oh my god! Paul just disappeared into the crowd like nothing.
A fucking invisibility cloak.
Chris Angel just
You're
evaporated into it.
gone.
Mind freak.
So, so you describe the outward appearance of some of the Magi soldiers that you've encountered, and she does seem to recognize the group of people you were describing. She says, "I've heard of these desert wanderers. They call themselves the Magi, an ancient order. Do not know much. Why? What do you
Well,
wish
they're
to
kind
know?"
of dicks. They shot our friend in the face. I pointed Susie.
Now we've had 2 interactions with them, and both times it has ended in bloodshed.
From
The
us,
destruction of
mostly.
yeah, they destroyed the
Yeah,
ferry
shot.
we were on, and then they attacked us while we were in the ruins of Hamanoptera. This one took a bullet to the face.
Right
It's-
to the
it's
face.
Crazy. Susie, lift up your mask pot so she can see what it looks like.
That's not canonical.
She says, I
Lord.
do not know anything about that. I am but a simple shopkeeper.
That's fair.
Okay, so you don't know anything about the book or the Magi, and you're not sure if we should leave the country or.
Why would I? I sell wind chimes.
No.
You sell fancy wind chimes. I guess I just,
You-
I thought maybe you were a very learned lady.
You had a
she
feeling of-
she is about occult things.
That's fair.
She is not so learned about ancient societies and powers of which beyond mortals cannot comprehend.
Well,
Are there-
I don't know.
Are there any
What-
other people that can we ask her, are there any other people that you might know of that we could talk to in the town here?
Yeah, is there like a museum? People that would know
Yeah, it's
other
like-
ancient thingies.
Maybe
Oh,
like a
library.
wise old man?
Is there a library? We could use our library.
there's a library.
Local archaeologists.
Yeah,
that
there's a
come
library.
here.
There is a repository of information. Being that it is so close to the ruin of Thebes, there is a collection of archaeological information and whatnot.
So we should go check that place out.
Yeah,
So there's
there's an
there.
archive.
Let's all go to the
There's
library.
the archive
Let's all
of
go to the
Thebes is
library.
what she describes. She says, "I do not know if it will help, but that is what it is. I was going to take out my Rolodex of just witches and see if they were in there, but I think perhaps the library might be your best bet."
Do you-
All right.
Yeah.
Before we
Okay,
leave
roll
to go
this.
walk to the library, I'm gonna hold up the book really quickly in front of her. to see what she
Hey!
is.
She doesn't like it.
All
She
right.
doesn't know what it is, but she
I'm
knows
like,
she doesn't
okay,
like it.
And I put it
Is
back in my
there-
backpack, and I.
Was there an inscription on the coffin? On the, not coffin, but the.
There was an
The hell is
inscription
it?
on the
Did I-
coffin.
Did I did
I thought you took a
uncover.
rubbing.
Yeah, you took
Yeah, I
you
took
took
the
you took a
rubbing
rubbing
of
of it. Yeah, you
But
you
you
still
didn't-
you
you
still
couldn't figure
have
out what it
that.
said, right? You couldn't figure out what it said, right?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, no one could
Did
figure
I?
out what it said, but you have a rubbing of it.
This lady
All
might
right.
speak ancient Egyptian. Maybe I asked her.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Was
I
it
can ask
in
her.
ancient Egyptian?
Yeah, and I just filled my
It
role,
wasn't
basically.
ancient Egyptian, but it was in a unusual format.
Okay.
It was like if you were reading an English paragraph, but it was backwards,
Right.
Okay, I gotcha.
kind of thing. It's not exactly, but that's the gist. It was unusual to. It's hard to read,
Okay.
but yeah, you have the rubbing of that.
And it's not easier to read now that I've read Eldritch.
Have you tried to?
No, I would like to try. I would like to pull it out and try to read it myself before I pass it to Gabriella.
Okay, go ahead and make an ancient Egyptian check.
This lady's like, get the fuck out of my shop. We're like, just one more
Hold
thing.
on.
No,
Let's
just one more
read this
thing.
real quick.
All right, much better. That is a hard success.
All right, give me one.
My man.
Give me 1 sec, and I will tell you some stuff about it.
Stuff.
Yay,
It is
stuff.
words
Things.
in a sentence. And it
Words.
describes a thing.
Thing. And some other things as well.
And also this other thing.
Many
He
things.
He who leaveth dick in this sanctuary. I don't know. I'm trying to picture the dick statue. It's
Oh
all
my
Willow's
God.
fault the whole time.
That's fun. That would be hilarious. Like, it's not actually, it's not the book at all. It's literally just like, who the fuck left this dick in my fucking
Okay, it is.
resting place? Like, the mummy's just pissed at Willow.
So, you can make out the some descriptors of Egyptian deities. It appears to be a seal. So in the centerpiece, a depiction of the sun god Ra is on there, and sort of on radiating from like the 5 points like a star are like effigies of Bastet, the cat goddess in Egyptian lore. So you would know that. You wouldn't know that. Make an occult roll. You would know that that's what it is. It's like, yeah, this is the sun and cats.
Occult or history?
Occult.
Okay. No. No dice today.
Yeah, so you got there's some gods there, some deities.
Okay. There's some people, some cool people, a cat person there.
Says, these shards have my bones in them. Please don't see my bones.
Don't leave dicks here.
Don't have dicks here.
Please stop taking
Now-
my bones.
Perhaps it could be worth
Do you want to show the lady?
looking.
Yes.
I
Oh,
show
yeah.
the lady. I'm like, I can't quite make this out.
Alright, she looks it over. She looks over your rubbing over. She says, "Ah, I see. This is a seal of some sort. It's normally we in Egyptian lore would have a primary focus, a powerful deity, and then we would have sort of keepers around it. So it looks like something that had to do with Ra is being sealed or repelled by Bastet. I don't know. I mean, I have a cat. They love the sun. I do not understand the significance, but I can tell you that it is a seal.
I see.
Nah,
Okay.
it's interesting that it's a seal because we found that on the inside or the outside.
It was on the inside.
To the inside.
It was
We
inside.
found it on the inside of a sarcophagus.
It's very unusual. Usually the ancient Egyptians would only ascribe seals like this to of things and places of utmost importance. That it was such a seal was on the inside of an individual's sarcophagus is very unusual.
Now, would the seal keep something in or keep something out?
I believe it was designed to keep something
Hypothetically.
in.
Interesting. And raw at best. Well, thank you for your knowledge. I think I will take this to the library and see if I can't find out a little bit more.
I'd like to leave $1 on our table.
Ooh, thank you, American dollar.
How generous.
Beauregard has tons of money for some reason.
The
So,
feel
You've got spending money.
Yeah.
Beauregard,
Did you-
is this woman
did
the
you-
type? Do you like her?
Did you swipe
mean-
that off of Daniels?
Do you need the wingman?
He
Ooh.
did take it from Daniels, I
Ooh.
think.
Yeah, he. Yeah,
No, I
took it
tried
from
to-
Yeah,
I
you
tried
tried
that.
to,
He failed
and
that. He tried.
Henderson
Okay,
took it
okay.
for the
Yeah,
widow
he failed.
Daniels.
They're like, oh yes, of course.
for his
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
It's wise.
Okay.
I tried to play it off just like, oh, he's dead. That's so sad. Like casually tuck his wallet away.
Sure. Yeah. Didn't
Oh,
really
you
look
got
at it.
caught.
Yeah,
well,
maybe
yeah, because he did it right in front of everyone blatantly. Didn't
Yeah, he
try to
didn't
hide
even
it.
say sleight of hand. He was like, nah,
Maybe
Great.
we should
Okay.
go to a brothel, Tom.
my lord.
So yeah,
Well, those ladies,
That's-
those
that's
ladies
all-
know a lot.
you guys got a lot of information from this shopkeeper.
Shopkeeper, great.
Yeah, she's
All right,
not
to
like
the
a
library.
wise woman or anything.
Away!
She knows her
She was-
trade.
She was
Knows
very
the
helpful.
power. Yay!
Very helpful.
Yay!
So yeah, she directs you towards the archive of Thebes. It is near the ruins of Thebes. It's to call it a library is a bit facetious, but it's an archive. It's a collection of works and writings that are relevant to the area.
Okay. Okay. Great. I should be hopefully in my somewhat of an element.
Alright, so what are you guys planning on doing?
Is there anybody that like works there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's an archival clerk, a librarian,
Okay.
if you will.
Yes, hello,
We should-
librarian.
We should have Evie help as well in the searching of the
She's a
library.
literal librarian.
The
Yeah.
I was
library
hoping
usage.
that we could find a book about ancient lore or some kind of spooky ghost mummy
Or about,
uh,
maybe nomads or something.
This old
Yes,
lady,
Ancient nomads.
she sort of like looks at you like over her glasses, like, what is it you want?
yes, some kind
I
of-
would like
Do you
I
have
would like-
anything?
a book about ancient magic books.
Do you have anything that looks like this? And I will ask for the rubbing and like
All right. Yeah. I have
show
the
the rough sketch of the rubbing.
She says, "Oh yes, let me just activate my all-knowing powers.
I don't know. I assume if you work here, you must know something
Here's a
about it.
list of our works. You may check them out as you will."
Great.
Type in the or library clerk. This is what you do, right?
I am
You-
not a
you gotta get
librarian.
the-
I am an archivist.
But that means that you must have archived many books. Anything and could point us in the right direction.
You know what? Why don't you all make a
Maybe.
library use check, and I'll tell you.
Oh,
All
I
right.
can do that.
Great.
16!
While everyone's making library check,
I fucking did it! I think that's extreme.
I just
I got an
failed.
extreme. I got an extreme.
Bob
Nope.
passed and you failed, Case?
No, I read the wrong thing. I jumped up the page. I have
Evie failed.
29 out of 70.
Bob is a huge fan of the Dewey Decimal System, apparently.
Yeah.
Evie has a
I have-
75 in
I only have a
library, and she
20,
rolled a
and I got an
76.
extreme.
I have a hard
fuck yeah,
test.
So yes,
75.
Fucking Thomas.
well,
I'll try to
That
be
was
there on
fantastic.
Tuesday.
You guys
Fuck that guy.
basically get the run of the place, and you find a couple things that interest you. So what are you looking for first?
I want to look up.
for a book about magic books and other deities.
I want to look up about like if there's any rumors or any knowledge about like the guys that the Magi, like if you know any information. So
Texts
like books
about
on maybe old nomads.
Okay, book on
Like-
books, book on people.
Yeah.
Bob, you had
lore,
it. Actually,
like-
Susie, didn't you fail?
No, I passed.
Okay.
I read the wrong thing.
Bob, what are you looking for?
Like lore, like ancient lore on like
Myths.
evil people, like like great people of have magic and stuff like that, or like
Wizards.
basically like folklore and stuff like that.
Okay.
Of the area.
So Maeve, you find a dusty, I'm not gonna say tomb, it's more like a binder, like a collection of articles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a table of contents. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I don't know what the book is called itself, but I'm pretty much looking for mention of like a strange, possibly occult book that gives its wielder powers beyond
Some
mention.
kind of magic book.
Okay.
Looking for a magic book.
Like I'm looking
Looking
for
for a
stories,
magic
like myths and stories of a magic book specifically.
Okay, make an Egyptian check just to see if you can read the book that you have.
God, I fucking hope so. Yeah, I can read it
And you got an
Yeah.
extreme success, right?
with my library use. Yes.
Okay, so you make out a description
Like a
of
bandit.
a book called the Al Azif, written by one Abdul Al Hazrad, circa 730 AD.
Damn. 730 AD.
And it is what you read about it says its original form is unknown, but numerous manuscript versions were long circulated between medieval scholars. As early as the 12th century, this version was referred to as lost. And that's all you know. That's the main thing that sticks out to you is this this book called the Al-Azif.
Yeah, Al-Azif. Okay. All right. I take notes down. I take notes down. Yep.
Okay. And you can continue to do a little bit more research. Now that you at least have a
Like a
point
name
of
of
reference. But
Okay.
first,
Yeah. I'll dig a little bit more for more mentions of the Al-Azif.
all right. So Susie, you said you were looking for something specifically about the Magi.
Yeah, or anything to do with like maybe their purpose, or if there's any insight. If I can find insight about them, maybe I can find insight about what they were guarding in Hamanok.
Okay. What degree
really don't know.
of success was your library use?
Hard.
Hard success. Okay.
Yeah. 29 out of 70.
You don't find anything under the specific word Magi, but
Okay.
after looking through some what do I want to say, anthropological works on indigenous peoples of Egypt, you find descriptions of a group of people dating back to like basically like honor guards for pharaohs, like a group descended from them. And not much is known about them, but they are described as wearing black cloaks, which credit where credit's due, that is not an unusual thing in this particular region of the planet Earth. But geographically, they are endemic to the region thereabouts where Hamunaptra was.
Okay.
Is
there? Can I cross-reference that with anything to do with maybe if the guards or there was like Hamunaptra was associated in that book with them?
Yeah, make another library use check and see if you can find another any more writings about that.
Ooh. Alright, I just got a regular success of 64 out of 70.
Okay.
Beauregard can't read. So con check. See how drunk I can get.
Yeah, that's fair.
83. I failed my con check. The first con fail.
You are currently notably intoxicated.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like actually intoxicated, not just jokingly intoxicated.
Yes. You're not. You don't have a healthy glow about you. You have more of a.
I'm like falling all over the place and like stumbling.
We were just talking about who you look like at the moment before we started recording. It's a certain friend of ours at a certain wedding.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw open a plant.
Yeah, probably. You're probably gonna have to. Susie, you can tell that these, like through cross-referencing this sort of descended peoples, you find that the sort of like the family line originated from Pharaoh Seti the First.
Okay.
And his reign was colorful. It wasn't notable. You know, when you talk about pharaohs, he's not one of the big ones that people bring up. But yeah. Is there anything in particular you are looking for?
Fetty Seti.
Well, I want to know what is so big, or like what's so important in that city that you have these random guards, and I was wondering if by cross-referencing in the library I could find anything so I could tell Maeve, because she would know the history better than me.
Okay.
So since she's going the more like occultish route, I wanted to go more of a
historical.
Maybe because
like anthropological, historical.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, as luck would have it, a lot of this family line originated in Thebes, and you can make out that a lot of the line, is still around. and has not really moved away from this area. As far as why, it's not really specified, but it is. You don't read any signs or anything like. You can't tell if the pharaoh married or had children or anything like that.
Okay.
Which is kind of weird. It looks like the pharaoh's line ended, but his guards kept going.
Okay, so once I find that out, I'm gonna go find Maeve and tell her that, because we didn't have that name or anything when we went to Hamanopter to begin with. So she might be able to figure something out from her archaeological knowledge.
How did that pharaoh die? Susie's sitting there reading this aloud.
Yeah.
How did that pharaoh die?
You know, that is an excellent question, Bo. And I can tell you that it appears that like through treachery, it does not really specify. It's like there was a name, but it was like redacted almost.
That's very similar to the door. Was it the door that said it?
Yeah, there was a door that basically similar thing. It says like, here is blank. So kind of a similar thing is in this book.
Alright, so I'll drag this magnificent drunk bastard that remembered to ask Dad.
And you know, Bo,
and drag him over to Maeve.
Bo, in your drunken wisdom, you do notice that's in your line of work, in your experience, there's really no such thing as a coincidence. So you think it's even though you are quite shit-faced, but in vino veritas, as it were, you suspect that there is a connection, perhaps that the person who is redacted here is the same person that was redacted in the tomb.
And has a connection to Seti and these royal guards.
Yeah.
And that mummy itself was gooey, slimy. Was the mummy gooey?
The mummy was gooey and slimy, yeah.
I still feel it, even though I don't think I touched it.
That's how fresh it was.
I pee between two shells.
I will say,
no, don't pee between the shells.
The mummy,
what?
in terms of physical appearance, the mummy you found was not too different from how Daniel's looked.
It's like faceless, like still slimy,
like skinless.
Wet.
We noticed that there wasn't like the normal embalming or anything.
Well, you noticed that it was not normal at all. It was full of scarabs.
Yeah.
Was I awake for that part?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we should have stuck that mummy's hand in a glass of water before we sealed it back up.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that's what Susie
found. How's our man Bob doing?
Yeah, Bob, you were looking for lore?
Mm-hmm. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Stories, right?
Yeah, like local folklore,
local legends.
Local legends and like monster stories and stuff like that.
Folk tales.
Focused on like Hamanoptera or like
focused on
all of Egypt.
No, like focused on like Hamanoptera, like in the surrounding area.
And what degree did you succeed your library use roll?
It was not the best one, the second best one.
A hard success?
Hard.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that meets the threshold. You actually find a list of writings about sort of what are the word, like expeditions to find Hamanoptera. Because Hamanoptera is not a fucking secret. It was the mythological lost city. Like it was the holy grail of the Egyptian archaeological community. So there were a lot of writings and theories about it. Some people question if it was just a part of Thebes back in the day. But yeah, what are you specifically looking for? You find a book on like collections of information, like research articles and stuff like that about Hamanoptera.
Basically looking for like stuff that relates to what's going on now, or like maybe like a legend of like something that would happen if this was taken from the tomb, or something that he was sealed away for some reason.
Okay, you do find references that the Hamanoptera was referred to as the City of the Dead. and that you find some references of 2 books. You see, you're able to basically find some depictions of a black book and a golden book. They are referred to as the Book of the Dead and the Book of Life, respectively.
Are there illustrations or anything?
Not so much. There really wouldn't be because no one has really seen them. At least not this author. But
So there's no, like, this...
it is in what this particular author could uncover. There were references to some of these books.
Okay.
But the main thing to take away is that Hamunaptra it's referred to as the City of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a Book of the Dead and a corresponding Book of Life. There is no corresponding City of Life, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, did the Americans tell us where they found it?
Yes, they did. So they found their book directly above, in the immediate, above chamber where you found the sarcophagus. So directly above the sarcophagus, they found their book that is now in the possession of Maeve, as well as the canopic jars.
Well,
Boy. Is there anything in that book you're reading, Bob? Is the book, Bob, is the, you're reading the jars and losing skin. Oh, God, I think I'm going to pass out.
Do I see anything in the book about the jars that were found?
In the specific group of articles that you were reading, you would not. This is mostly about the folklore and myth of Hamunaptra itself.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do I find any other books or anything with any mention of the Alizef and?
So I believe you have enough information from Susie and Bob to cross-reference some things. So make a library use check with advantage.
Luke. Fingers crossed. Damn, I did not make it this time.
You spend a good amount of time going through some sources and, looking, cross-referencing and trying to find anything, but you oddly are unable to find really too many references to the Al-Azif or any other of the writings of Abdul al-Hazrad.
Okay. All right. After I sort of am not able to find too much about that, which is weird to me, I'm actually going to sort of gather everybody or kind of go to them one by one and just kind of mention, after I've gained, heard what Bob found, heard what Susie found. I think that our next move, after the library, because I think that what is available to us has been spent. I think that anything that could point us in the right direction for the information we're looking for, it's possible that it's been removed. That, or I'm just not finding it it could be one or the other, but I think that, Susie, you found some information that the Magi still have family in Thebes.
Yep.
I think that our next thing would be to try to seek out that family and talk to them. I mean, as much as I, don't like that the Magi obviously shot your face,
That's fair.
they may have the most information.
Real quick,
If we
Dylan.
go, I'm just gonna use Bob as my human meat shield to go talk to him,
I was gonna
I
say.
tell you about study too because that might be important.
I'm very interested in what Beauregard has to say at the moment.
Right.
I was gonna say
he's
that I was gonna make
bastard.
a library use.
Okay.
So I just rolled one at disadvantage, just to see.
Yeah, just to see.
And I got a 94. Can I say that I push over a bookshelf?
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
you gotta
would
pull
you
an easy, you guys.
He's
gotta pull an easy.
I mean, it's not a critical fail.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It's not. It's 96 and above is a fumble.
So it teeters.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say that you spectacularly, if anything, you inhibit the rest of the group from finding any more information.
I like knock one
you're
shelf
just
down.
you're just stinking and loud, and it's hard to concentrate. But you don't really nothing too harmful happens with just a 94.
This place has such high ceilings. It's wonderful in here. Can you hear the echo? I'm like standing right next to
It's
you.
not that big, so.
All right, let's drag him out of here and see if we can't find out where some of the Magi live.
Alright.
Sounds good. You escort Beauregard from the premises. The archivist
Where
says,
he ruins everything.
I hope you found everything you were looking for.
That and more,
Thank you.
my friend.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
I hope you find everything that you were looking for.
Thank you.
Come-
It's like
Come on,
telling like someone in the airport is like, have a nice flight. You too.
Oh no, it's like in the restaurant where they're like, have a good meal, and you're like, you too, and you're like, oh.
Eventually. You know, you can put
eventually.
that one in the bank and check it whenever you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna come back and visit this archivist when I'm sober. They seem like they need a friend.
It's very
You're-
quiet in here. I'm the only person.
You're into the cult lady and the archivist. You're just getting all the ladies.
Can I help you, Finn? He's hungry.
What is it? No, it's 9. That's why. Okay, so yeah, let's see, where would we start? So, like, did any of the information that Susie found in the archives point to what part of town they might be living in Thebes?
No,
like family
there
name?
really wasn't. You know what?
Like
there
family name?
would have been a family name, yeah.
Okay. I assume they would just have like their address in an archive, but at the very least,
yeah,
like a family
it
name.
wasn't exactly like an address book, but
yeah.
the family name Bay is
Bay.
yeah, B-A-Y,
Oh, great.
is how you spell it phonetically in English.
Yes. Gotcha.
Would there be a pier down by the bay?
You suspect that there may be a bay by the pier.
Fucking Maeve blacked out a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything, I'm gonna say with that assertion, you are not too thrilled about searching.
Like, I'm trying to think of. Okay, well, let's maybe the concierge will have an idea of where to find, or like, I don't know if they have like yellow pages.
Dog? Came up to sneeze in my face a bunch of times.
Ooh, or maybe the bar. We can go to the bar. Beauregard loves that.
A bar?
Yeah. We could ask
Should we sober
around.
up first before he like dies?
I'm sober enough.
Alright.
Bob, carry me to the bar. Please.
Well, I guess I could do this.
You can give him a piggyback ride. You don't have to princess carry him.
This I can do.
There you
I
go.
prefer if the princess carry me. It hurts my back to lean forward on somebody.
But then he can't hug Pickles as he carries Pickles around.
Is Pickles not able to just like trot alongside him?
Pickles is a princess.
This goat does not walk. Are you preparing it to? Are you making like goat veal?
Oh lord.
Don't even joke about that.
With the weakest, softest legs.
Oh,
Guys, pull him off.
no.
How dare you?
It's his.
Oh, God.
It's his
How-
child.
Just
How dare
pull
you.
them off.
Never been more offended in my life about anything.
Oh my lord. Oh.
Good. Okay, so you guys are going to the bar.
Let's go to the bar.
All right. Yeah. The familiar place is Beauregard hit this place up when you guys were here. You're on your first time, because the hotel didn't really have much in the way of drinks.
This isn't the Camel's Toe, right? That was back in Cairo.
Yeah.
No, Cairo was the shady oasis. I think this is the camel's toe.
Oh, this is the camel's toe.
The camel's toe
Or maybe
gang.
no, it's the other way around. This is the shady oasis.
Shady
And with
oasis.
the,
Okay.
you only found the shitty seedy one in Cairo.
I
Yeah.
still yelled that this is the camel's toe when I walked in the door.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sounds about right.
all right.
So yeah, the bartender says, "Welcome. No, this is the shady oasis.
No, that's my cousin's bar.
You'd like to, it's not his cousin's bar. If you'd like to, wet your whistle, refresh yourself on some of our imbibements, you're more than welcome to. We do not have ice currently."
I mean, yes, I would like to, or I'll order a whiskey for myself.
Yes.
I'm gonna switch to wine. I should probably drink something a little lighter.
Normally I would dilute this, but water is in short supply as of late. But here's some nice grain alcohol for you, miss. And what did you want, Bo?
I'll switch to wine. Something a little
You some wine.
Not
It's like, okay, we have.
not as boozy.
We have.
Turn into a wino.
Yeah. Would you like a white or a red?
I'll take a fine red. The biggest bottle you have. I'm gonna be carrying it and drinking for a while.
Okay. Here's a whole bottle of red wine. Make a credit rating check.
You got it.
For the finest bottle of wine that this particular bar has.
35 out of 40. Success.
I'll give you a glass.
One glass? Can I buy a cheaper bottle?
Yeah.
Done deal.
Yeah, here's
I
some
just slap
fucking
money.
Merlot.
Yeah, it's like box wine.
Box wine sans box.
Yeah.
All right. Can I actually make a credit rating as well? I want to see if I can't. I kind of want to tip the bartender well to see if he can't give me some information.
What's your?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you probably can.
That was extreme success.
Yeah,
I got a 10.
I was actually gonna ask for whatever number that was. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Extreme.
you basically tip the barkeep like 400%.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm looking for some relatives of mine.
Interesting. And how may I help you with that? He just sort of slides the money back.
Well, you
towards
see,
his
we've
side.
lost contact. We've lost contact in recent years, so I'm not quite sure of their address. The family name is Bay. B-A-Y.
Bay, you say, huh?
Bay, I say.
Sitting on the dock by the bay, watching the time.
This is all canonical. He's singing
I'm afraid,
this.
Yes,
I'm
he's
afraid I don't
absolutely
know
singing.
anyone by that name, Miss. Miss. Like Miss. What's your name?
Maeve Bay.
Miss Maeve
Maeve
Bay. Well, Maeve Bay, I've heard of this family. Maeve Bay, I have not.
I hate it. Oh god. Oh god.
I do not know anyone by that name.
As it is a family name. I see. I see. Do you know someone who might? Yeah. Do you know someone who might be able to track down my family?
No, I do not. I do not know anyone by this family name.
Do you know any bounty
I
hunters?
tip him a little bit more. Are you sure?
Hey, please, I do not need any more. I do not know anyone by this family name.
Can I don't know. Call of Cthulhu doesn't have insight, does it? No.
It sure does. It has psychology.
I mean, I can try, but I definitely don't.
I mean, don't ask for insight, and then I give you insight, and you're like, well, I don't have that!
I don't. I said I try. I
Yeah,
still
you can
failed
try
because
it.
it's 10. Yeah, I failed.
Yeah.
I'll roll
Tell if you-
psychology.
Oh lord.
Oh no.
Nope. 93.
You know what, Bo? You're a good judge of character while drunk, so maybe, that's the fun thing. Maybe roll again and see what happens.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
That's not bad.
18.
Should I spend the 8 luck points?
I mean,
Your luck's crap, so
Maybe, but
No, I probably won't.
yes.
This isn't a do or die
Alright.
moment.
No,
This isn't this isn't the pool jump.
he looks like you think he probably doesn't know anybody by that family name. He really is very like sticking to his guns. With specifically only saying I do not know anyone by that family name.
I believe
Okay,
you.
but he's not, and I even though I've asked him if he knows anyone who could help search for my family, he does not know anyone.
That's what he says.
I see. Okay. Well, thank you for the trouble. And I go and sit down, and I have a sip of alcohol. I, drink my fucking shot.
I think we
Okay.
should get the fuck out of Egypt.
We should get the fuck out of Egypt, but we need to know some things. We need to know what the fuck we're running
Yeah.
from.
And it's fucking blood in the water.
But we do have a lot of knowledge. We could probably cross-reference some of the archives and museums in England.
That's
That's
true.
true.
We could also try to figure out who this fellow was we dug up. Because it's uncanny that the pharaoh
Seti.
that the Magi, the pharaoh Seti,
Yeah.
Magi protected, died.
But their line continued, which would be unusual, because you usually either
Yeah.
get buried with the pharaoh, or you'd be dying trying to protect the pharaoh.
That
No,
as well
I agree.
as the fact that whomever this betrayer is, the one that shall not be named, is referenced twice, both in the tomb and in the book.
Oh,
Yeah,
speaking of,
The only thing I'm worried about is if things are redacted, I'm worried that the Magi have removed information, like crucial information, from archives and such.
is there any way we can try to signal to the Magi that we want to talk to them without them shooting us all up at first?
I mean, they stumbled upon us when we were on the river and then tried to kill us when we were in Habanaptra, so...
Didn't they try to get me at the hotel too when they punched my face in?
That was on the boat.
That was at the
That
boat.
was on the
It was
boat.
about-
They almost killed you there.
That was
They
a-
blew you in half.
I mean, we could draw on a sheet that like the symbol that was on Artist's face, and then fucking fly it from the hotel. I don't really know what else we could possibly do
No.
to signal them.
Do y'all want me to draw it? I think I did a pretty good job last time.
This is hilarious.
I really
This
wish
is like
Willow
the
was not-
one time that Willow would be like, "Boom,
I know!
bitches!"
It's the
Damn it.
blood everywhere. She just can't deal with it.
Can't deal with it.
Just
Yeah,
can't
she's
deal with it.
out.
She's
Alright,
rethinking her life as an adventure. It's probably not for her.
Well, maybe since they found us, maybe we'll see them again.
Now,
Is
can
there
we
any
go
way to
visit
find us?
Willow
That's
in the
true,
insane
but-
asylum?
I don't want them to find us and try to kill us immediately. That's why I would like to signal somehow.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Can we go find
I mean,
Willow in
we could put that up on the
same
hotel
asylum?
and just
Yeah.
because we need to secure passage, so we probably need another day here to fly it up.
Yeah, we gotta supply and get.
So you can put the
Oh.
flag up and.
We can try to draw the flag.
It is.
Yeah.
It is at this point. So you guys are at your table, right?
Yeah.
Having your drinks.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the bartender comes up and he gives a drink to Maeve. He says, "Compliments of the gentleman over there." And he points to sort of a dark corner of the bar. You guys honestly didn't even notice when you came in.
Okay. I look
Hidden
over.
bar.
Oh, the folks call him Strider.
Pretty much. Pretty
And
much.
then,
Does anybody have a ring on them right now that we should be worried about?
oh no,
Yeah.
Oh
Not again.
Maeve is 4'11", so
She's ironically barefoot and her feet are very hairy.
You're super
yeah, I
hairy.
guess so. Shit, how did I not
no! But
notice?
does she believe in second breakfast?
Ah, golly, I did not
Oh,
notice
yeah.
that the whole time,
Okay.
Maeve.
Then,
think
then,
everyone
then
believes
you
in
are
that.
Hobbit.
Yes. So
yeah.
someone was audacious enough to offer Maeve a Bloody Mary at this particular time.
Ooh.
Yeah, because we
I
know
love Bloody
canonically
Mary.
that Clemento juice is fine, because I tested it.
You did test it.
I love Bloody Marys. Hmm.
We should go check out.
Oh yeah, I want to look at the person that has given me a drink and possibly my first thought is they're trying to flirt with me, and I'm like, all right.
Well,
Go
they are in a very they're in the shadows You know,
All right, I get up and I walk.
You can see them raise a glass.
I walk over to them to
Get it,
see
girl.
if they're hot.
Bob says, "Get it, girl."
Sick.
Yeah.
Well, they're
Yes, get the girl. And Pickles goes, Nick.
So Maeve, as you approach the table, like I said, it's pretty dark here. Like there's no candles or anything lit. It appears that whoever this mysterious benefactor is wearing all black.
I hold my drink up and I say, "Thanks for the drink. Do I know you?"
No, but I know you. Please sit. Have a seat with me. We have things to discuss.
I sit.
Pickle's sitting at the table.
Pickles is not sitting at the table, no.
He's sitting at our table.
Yes, he's sitting at the other table.
He went with Maeve.
He's very
sitting
diligent.
on the bench.
Hey, Maeve, why don't you, just for fun, make a spot hidden check.
Oh yeah, that's an extreme pass.
Nice.
Okay.
My man.
So
Extreme.
as you
No,
sit,
you should be saying get it, girl.
as you sit across this
Yes,
from
girl.
this gentleman, you notice that despite they're wearing face coverings, rather familiar looking face coverings. However, despite that, you can notice a sort of familiar eye tattoo under his left eye.
Do I recognize him? Can I say that I recognize him?
I mean,
Yeah, it's that one guy.
it's the only other guy you've seen with that
Artist.
tattoo.
Okay.
He says,
I know
he
you.
says,
Hey.
I hear you've been asking
Well,
about me.
Yeah, we were thinking about making you a painting actually, to see if we couldn't get your attention with a little less guns this time.
Yeah.
Glad to see we didn't have to ruin a sheet.
He lowers his
Yeah.
thing
Or, shoot me in the face again.
with a drink.
Yeah, ruin some faces or sheets, either one. I mean, we could still ruin some sheets if you're interested, but
Does he put it back up after he takes a drink?
No, he has it down now. He's
Okay.
done being a ninja.
Hey, it's the guy.
You guys probably
wouldn't be able to
wouldn't
see
yeah,
that,
you guys
though.
probably wouldn't be too privy about this
You guys-
conversation.
you guys just
We're
think I'm like talking to somebody that gave me a drink. You're like, oh yeah,
Yes.
sweet.
Yeah, we're watching.
Is this
but
any
we're,
time to
like,
be-
gossiping.
Whoring around.
Yes.
Bob, I bet you I could drink this whole bottle of wine in 30 seconds.
Please do not do this. Every time we come here, you do this.
Can you share some with me at least? Just give me a small glass so you don't, drink the whole bottle.
Succeeded on a con save at disadvantage. I'm just rolling.
Fantastic.
rolling
You're
save
just
on
rolling it. You just know I'm going to call for it. So
it. I assume that would
you
be-
tell
I did
you're
it
not
at
any
disadvantage.
you're not any drunker.
Do I finish it in 30 seconds? I got an extreme success.
Yeah, you probably you loosen your throat and it just pours down. You
fucking
have no
goes.
gag reflex.
Ooh, and I smashed the bottle. Take it out, Bob.
How do you have a liver still? This does not make sense.
So Maeve, at the sound of a bottle breaking, you just see Ardith. He says, "Trust me, you people are not hard to find."
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You and your friends have endangered the entire world. Do you know that?
No, we've been searching for information all day,
noticed-
but a lot of things have been redacted,
Have
and I
you-
was actually wanting.
Have you noticed that
Curious if you had
all
any
the
information
water
on
is now blood?
We did, we were.
we did
swimming at the
notice that,
time.
yeah.
We did notice that. You see, because then we were suddenly swimming in ice blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ice blood's weird. It's very weird. I don't know. Have you ever tried swimming in blood before? It's kind of like quicksand. It's
The
really
only
gross.
blood I am accustomed to bathing in is that of my enemies. Now, I trust you have read the Bible, yes?
So does that mean that he has bathed in
Can
blood?
I roll education to see, or like something to see if? Let's see. Is
Yeah,
there a
if you've
fucking
heard of the
religion?
Bible. Yeah, go ahead and make
Yeah.
it.
He didn't say heard of.
Yes.
He said, "Did
Yeah,
I have
make
I
an
read the
education
Bible?"
roll to see if you've read the Bible.
Let me get an occult roll.
All right, I have extreme
Cthulhu
success.
myth.
I fucking know
Yes, of
everything
course-
about the Bible.
Of course you know about
I am
the fucking
I am the
Bible.
proper Irish Catholic
Yes.
that my character is. God damn it.
Well, and then you you look at Ardith with the most audacious. It's like, of course I've read the Bible. Hasn't every God-fearing such and so?
Catholic.
It says, please spare me your proselytizing. I'm sure.
I didn't say I was God-fearing, simply that, like, rather than a bottle, she grew up on the Bible.
And you remember remember the tales of Moses and the Pharaoh and the plagues, yes?
Yeah. They
You recall the plagues, yes? The first of which
I recall I do recall the plagues. Yes. I did have a feeling that it was one of the plagues. As the seas run red with blood. I believe next up would be locusts.
Frogs,
If
actually.
I'm not mistaken. Frogs, Gotcha, right. Frogs first, then locusts. And then fire in the sky.
You'd actually just know. I'll tell you the order because of your extreme success.
Yeah,
these are
the
the order of the possibly coming plagues. The plague of blood, the plague of frogs, plague of lice, plague of flies,
Yep. Okay.
cattle disease,
Yep.
boils,
Yep.
then the flames from heaven, then locusts, and then haboob, which is just big ass sandstorm.
I don't.
Then
No,
never
there's no
got-
darkness.
death of the
There's
firstborn.
3 days of darkness.
And then death of the firstborn, yeah.
Yeah, but there's 3 days of darkness.
Yeah, but not in this game.
No. Well,
Yeah, there's sandstorm, which is basically like darkness.
I never got frogs. Why is that bad? I
Okay,
like
so
frogs.
next,
because they're everywhere.
they destroy crops.
Yes.
Similarly to like locusts and such, but they
Wait, frogs do?
yeah, they eat
They
eat
can.
it. They can. Yeah, they've been
A
known
lot
to.
of anything
Pop
is
from
no
the
good.
water.
Nonetheless,
An overabundance.
these are the plagues in this game, in which the order
got
they
it.
will come.
So Ardith has confirmed my suspicions that this is not just, your regular old blood water. This is plague.
Is plague water.
Oh yes.
These are the fucking-
Classic blood water.
This ain't your grandfather's blood water. This is your great grandfather's blood water.
It's advanced blood water.
All right, I know that the episode's gonna be called "Granddaddy's Blood Water." All right. Anyway,
Well, now it's good to have that out of the way.
I like it.
That's a solid name,
Yeah.
though.
or just like if not Granddaddy's got to be classic blood water.
Not your father's
Anyway.
blood water.
Not your yeah, that's even better. Yeah, not your father's or not your granddaddy's blood water. Okay, so it is the plague. I had a suspicion that it was. Great. So what are we up against? We were trying to find out information. I assume you guys hid that information. I want to know what we're up against and what we can do to perhaps stop it. I mean, Daniel. I don't know who Daniel is, but he's missing his skin.
Missing
He
his
just keeps
skin,
talking.
you say.
Yeah, his skin is gone. Like we found him, and it was very distressing.
What did you do? Please hush yourself, lady. What did you do in Hamanoptera? What did you uncover? This is not normal. He takes out his canteen, pours it out. This is usually not how things are.
Yeah, I'm not used to it. I
Wacky artist.
may have found a mummy, and
A mummy.
I may have opened his sarcophagi.
You did
And
what
I
now?
and maybe, just maybe, I had my friend steal a book, and then I read from it, and then I was speaking in tongues. And
Yeah, make a dodge check as he fucking swings at the table with a bottle at your head.
What the fuck, Arden?
It just bottles you.
Fuck!
Oh
You fucking
no!
bottled me.
So will we see that? Will we see the bottles?
Are
flying
you
over?
intently looking at Maeve this whole time?
We were curious because I wanted to know what's going on with her and this particular dude hitting on her or whatever.
I think Susie at least was watching me, but the boys
I
were
was
probably
watching.
All right, Maeve,
I was
you
curious.
get clonked in the head for 2 damage.
Now that's the first time I learned how to juggle,
Hey
Bob.
Bob,
Because I'm like,
Yes.
something's gone wrong. Maeve just got hit. Let's go.
with a fucking bottle to my
The
face.
bottle, let's go. Come on.
Am,
Alright,
I,
You go over
yeah.
there.
am I
I
on
go
the
over here.
ground?
No,
Okay.
you're still
I fucking
you're
hurt,
still
bitch.
seated.
Or I'm gonna fucking pull one of my guns and be like, "Excuse you."
Bob and I are. Bob,
Ardeth says,
What the fuck is going on
I hit
here?
you with the hand you saw. You do not see the hand you do not see.
Yes, well, you have 2 hands, and there's more of us than you.
Wait. Real quick, I want to say, yeah.
I'm gonna roll. Can I roll Intimidate?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want Ardeth to kill Maeve, you can.
Yeah, please.
No.
don't.
Maybe just let him talk.
No. Let her finish. We're just here to
You know
see
what?
what's
I
up.
wanted to say, talking
I feel
about hands that you don't see, sir. But I have another gun trained on your balls.
He's
I
like,
did not come.
You have pointed
I
a
did not
gun
come
at
with a
all
single
of us,
gun.
you fool. Do you have any idea what evil you have unleashed upon the land?
No, I just said that
I mean-
the archives, everything has been redacted. You know, maybe if
So
you
how
didn't
would
want
we
people
know?
to unleash things, you would let that information be available.
Oh, I'm
so that
sorry, it was
people
us
can
trying to
avoid
kill you on
things.
multiple occasions, not clear enough for you.
No.
Yeah, do you know how many people try to kill me all the time?
Well, this is my
I'm
third
an
time.
archaeologist.
This is like what, the third or fourth time I've been attacked?
Anyway,
Tell me.
you people
But,
were looking for me. What do you want? I want nothing to do with you.
I would like to figure out what the fuck is chasing us so that maybe, just maybe, we could fucking get it to stop chasing us.
And fix
If we
it?
happen to save the world, fantastic. But it's not like, like...
You're not.
what the-
I
how
will
are
say
we
you're
to
not
know?
making a very compelling argument, Ardeth.
I just come
Wow.
stumbling up, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is the fella I tried to draw his tattoo earlier. We got some questions for you, buddy. And I'm going to sit down next to him.
Yes.
Now, we read this funny skin-looking book, and all of a sudden, these things started happening. There was bugs killing people, and there was blood in the water. I lost my train of thought. God damn it.
Oh, can I ask him about what's been redacted?
He doesn't want to talk to you. You came fucking
Yes, sir.
big dick swinging with your attitude.
I
You're giving
brought
him lip, and
him.
he's got a gun pointed at your friend.
I thought he had a bottle aimed
Yeah,
at
he
me.
hit you
knows
with a
that.
bottle. Under the table, he had a gun. He was going to shoot you if fucking Bob and
Oh.
Susie came in trying to help. He was going to shoot you and kill you, and you would have died.
Oh, good. I'm glad we stopped
Oh,
that.
everybody's... You got a gun out. Do you have a gun out?
Listen, the only
Let's
reason
come
we
back
wanted to talk to you was to find out information on what was going on so that we could better handle it. If you don't want our help, that I understand. I understand that we have made a mess of things, but we are not here to fight. We are here to learn and possibly get rid of what the fuck is happening to the world.
Then let me tell you what you have wrought. You have uncovered... There's a reason why we do not speak his names. It's because with our tongue we cannot.
Voldemort?
No, not Voldemort.
It's Voldemort, isn't it?
Can you? Do you have a name you can speak it in?
Yes.
In like
Can you
English?
write it?
His mortal name was he was the High Priestess of Ra during the reign of Pharaoh Seti I. His name was Imhotep. In his twilight ages, he went by a different name. Called him he forsaken the great Ra. He began to worship a being of older power. The crawling chaos. He became a herald of the Ancient One. I dare not speak its name, lest I summoned ill will upon us all.
I love all of this.
Could either one of us,
Can I roll like
Have it-
education to get maybe make an educated guess?
or would that be like a?
You can roll Cthulhu Mythos.
All right.
Alright, I'll roll 2.
Oh, a success.
What'd you
Yes.
roll?
No, fail.
16 out of 17.
16 out of 17.
Fuck yeah, I successed. Oh god, what does that mean?
Maeve, you would know
Oh,
through
boy.
your reading of the mysterious book, Burned in your mind is this strange multisyllabic sort of eldritch. You can't even really say it with your tongue, but the closest you can get would be Nyarlathotep, known as the Crawling Chaos.
Okay, I say, that one. I also don't say its name. If it's burned into my mind, I'm like,
So, we're dealing with Missy Elliott here.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, Missy Elliott's great.
No, we're not dealing with Missy Elliott. What?
But why would you
Yeah.
insult
The
her
one
like
song's
that?
like, flam.
No, that's what I was thinking.
Oh my god.
You gotta stop, flip it, and reverse it or something.
Yeah,
right?
that's what she says, but they flip that whole phrase backwards.
So we're playing Call of Missy Elliott. Got it.
There.
Fantastic.
That is a association I was not prepared to make.
Anyway, I see now the depth of our mistake. Is there anything that we can is there anything that we can do to
So you
delay
all-
it? Stop
You know,
it.
saying we summon forth this herald of a crawling chaos.
Yeah, that's
not good.
That's pretty much the you have revived the. You have broken the seal. You have read the Eldritch words. You have defied the tomb's defenders. You have solved all the puzzles. And your reward was you summoned forth the Herald of Nyarlathotep, the Eater of all
Fantastic.
worlds.
The Eater. Okay,
Oh,
that's a bad name.
Now,
Great.
That's great.
one of the Americans turned up dead, missing his face, and one of the jaws that they had found with the book. What is that connection? Beauregard says, as sober as a bird.
Ardeth.
Yeah, the canopic jars.
Ardeth is he's honestly not sure. He's never really seen the jars you described. They were sealed in a tomb. He was pretty content leaving them where they were. So the significance, he's unsure, but Ardeth posits that perhaps the revived Imhotep is trying to regain some of his power.
So if we had the jars from him, it will keep him from going to power?
Ardeth says, he's like, I think you'll
could delay
find,
him,
I think
maybe.
you'll find that he is very hard to hide from.
Now, the Americans found the jars. They killed one of them and took the jar. We should find the others before Imhotep does then, correct?
Probably.
Well, you have them, don't you?
What?
Oh, I don't know if they
you
get.
have
I didn't
the
know if they
jars.
gave them up.
We don't have
Oh.
the jars personally.
The Americans do.
Oh.
It's not like they're. It's
Yeah.
not like they're
He's saying
hiding.
We should
You know where
No,
they
he said
are.
No, that's
Remember,
something
we
we
should find
we
the
don't-
Americans before they get attacked.
Yeah. Well,
before somebody gets another go at them.
they're probably not too hard to find. They're in the city.
Yeah,
There aren't many people walking around.
Yeah. They're staying
Handful of
in your
cowboys.
hotel room.
yeah.
Yeah.
Handful of cowboys just rooting and tooting.
Rootin' and tootin'. Alright. Well. Thanks for the the head trauma and the
Hey, thank you for making sure there's no.
sound
Thank you for making sure
crashing.
there's no ice.
What?
I did say this was a bad idea.
I could understand why you'd be bitter about that.
Not any water to
still
make
wanna
ice.
think of it.
I got you. I'm like, what? I was like, what? Did we take all the ice for our
Can we-
fucking?
Could
That's
we
what I
make
thought at
ice
first.
with blood?
Well,
You
I'm
know,
sorry for a lot of
people would
things.
find it distasteful.
It probably would be pretty gross.
It's not halal.
It's not halal.
Hmm.
Well, I guess if that's all you know, I guess we'll try to figure out a way to delay the monster as much as we can.
I will ask
Yeah.
my people and see if we know anything on fail safes. You know what to do, how we sealed them in the first place. I do not know what you
I would
people
appreciate
did to unleash this evil. But I will
No,
not rest.
lethal.
For my part, I will not rest until this evil either kills me or I kill it.
I mean, we did tell you what we did.
What did you do?
Yeah, we read a book.
You read a book.
You read the book?
Probably shouldn't have read the
And then
book.
you hit me. Yeah, no, you're right.
Probably
I
shouldn't,
probably shouldn't
probably
have.
shouldn't have
but-
done that.
No one
Yes.
told me that books were evil, you know, I just...
Everybody
Works for
keeps saying that. They're like,
Yes, no one
don't
tells
read the
Susan.
book
She'll be the
that's made out of
distraught.
weird material. And avoid the pier for some reason. They said that would be dangerous.
And with that, I think it's a decent stopping point. I believe Bo has to hit the hay.
I do indeed.
All right, so you guys learned basically a good transitory episode. You learned that you have
Yeah.
doomed the world to Eldritch destruction. You've not
You know,
really
did
gotten
that old chestnut.
I've not really gotten any ideas on how to prevent that, but your best clue is to at the very least protect the Americans.
There we
And-
go.
We stopped me
Yeah.
from dying because I was super nosy about her private life.
You were so nosy
Hooray!
that you endangered Maeve. Yes.
Yeah, she almost died, in fact.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sometimes you just gotta slap a bitch.
Yeah.
Other times, if their friends come in big dick swinging, sometimes you gotta shoot them
Yeah.
instantly
But we
without
didn't
without
shot.
without initiative because he's faster than all of you.
But
Imagine
we
you're
didn't get
that
shot.
one of our most useful characters just gets shot to death. And,
I'd be like, okay, well...
Who, Pickles?
Yeah.
It can
This was a
happen.
fun-
I'm like I'll like full
Pickles is cool.
disclosure. I am not pulling any punches anymore.
Are you
Yeah.
surprised we've made it this far without dying?
No, because I haven't tried to kill any of you
No.
at all.
Pickles.
Beauregard's almost killed
Yeah.
himself plenty of times.
Yeah.
Pickles is Cthulhu.
Yeah.
That's the twist in the end here.
Is
Yeah.
Cthulhu. Oh, you can't. You ruined it.
Call of Pickles.
What was the episode name? Fucking.
Oh,
Ancient
not your
ancient
Not your
grandpappy's
grandfather's.
blood water or
Not
something
your,
like
not,
that.
not your
Blood ice.
granddaddy's blood water. Yeah,
Yeah.
not
Blood
your
ice,
granddaddy's
that's what
blood
it
water.
is.
That's
Blood ice.
that's
Blood
pretty much.
Blood ice or
ocean.
blood water.
Yeah.
I think it might have been blood water, but
Bloodwater sounds better.
yeah, it
It's
does.
blood water,
Blood
yeah.
water.
Ancient
It
grandpappy's
rolls
blood
off the
water.
tongue.
Grandpappy's blood
Not your
water.
granddaddy's.
Not your father's blood water.
Yeah, whichever.
Whatever I said when I said it.
Yeah, sure.
It's
you
what
said
it is
grandpappy. I don't know why it's grandpappy, but that works.
That's what it is.
Grandpappy
back-
sounds more
Let's
old.
go back to the
time.
tapes.
It's not. Yeah.
It does sound old timey.
Yeah, either way.
Chauncey, roll back the tapes.
Yeah,
It's grandpappy.
that's Grandpappy. Confirmed.
It wasn't. It's granddaddy. I know it because I
It
said
is
it.
granddaddy. She did that.
Something.
I got you.
Chauncey.
And-
Are you
Yeah,
lying to us?
Chauncey.
Chauncey, we'll fire your ass.
Chauncey's
Oh.
he's currently striking. All right. Well,
I got you.
with that,
All right, everybody.
with that, we will close up the game. Lots of terrible Egyptian accents and books were read today. That's good.
Yeah.
You guys know
Knowledge is power.
You guys know what you're up against. So with some big dick library use rolls.
Yeah.
Huge dick library rolls.
Fuck it.
Pretty much learned everything that was in there,
Fantastic.
and then Ardeth filled in the blanks.
You heard it
Yeah.
here first. If you go to the library, you got a huge dick.
That's
Remember
true.
that, kids.
That's true. Go to the library, get a huge dick.
I hope children are not watching.
Scientific fact.
Tell your parents, kids.
I mean, from my experience, anyway.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks everyone for watching.
Okay.
Tune in next time. Same Cthulhu time, same Cthulhu channel.
Bye.
Bye.
Arrivederci.
Goodbye.
Bye.